Have you ever tried to keep everyone happy until something in you quietly broke? For the INFJ, peace often comes with a hidden fracture, a hairline crack that no one else can see. If I hold the world together, who's holding me? Stay until the end. We'll uncover why harmony can hurt and how to rebuild it without shattering. Sarah, 34, the family mediator. When voices rise, she steps in. Calm tone, soft words. Everyone sighs in relief. Dinner continues. But that night, she stares at the ceiling, replaying every word she didn't say. At work, Leo ends every meeting with balance. He predicts tension before it starts, adjusts tone, changes topic, smooths edges. Colleagues call him the anchor. Yet driving home, his chest feels tight, like he's been holding his breath all day. That's the quiet pattern. The INFJ carries what others drop. They make storms disappear by swallowing them whole. To an INFJ, conflict isn't just disagreement, it's emotional rupture. They feel it like static electricity in the air, uncomfortable, unbearable, so they compensate. They over-listen, over-understand, over-smooth. But peace built on avoidance is brittle. It looks perfect until it breaks under the weight of unspoken truth. The body keeps score, tight shoulders, headaches, the smile that won't relax. That's the sound of harmony turning into self-erasure. Inside the INFJ's mind, 4 gears turn constantly, each one beautiful, but each with its own shadow. Their dominant function, NI, introverted intuition, scans the horizon for meaning. It connects patterns, predicts emotions before they're expressed. But under stress, NI stops being insight and becomes forecasting. If I speak, they'll be hurt, so better stay quiet. Vision turns into preemptive censorship. Their auxiliary function, FE, extroverted feeling, runs the show in public. It reads rooms like weather systems, balancing every mood. Yet when FE takes control, it starts protecting others from discomfort, even if that means silencing truth. Empathy becomes management. Meanwhile, TI, introverted thinking, watches from the corner, holding the blueprint of clarity. It knows when something doesn't add up, when peace is just denial. But TI rarely speaks. It's afraid to sound cold. So the INFJ edits their own logic out of the conversation. And finally, SE, extroverted sensing, whispers from the body. Breathe, ground, feel. But they rarely hear it until exhaustion hits. When SE shuts down, intuition floats away, unanchored, unbalanced. That's the full mechanism. NI predicts, FE pleases, TI retreats, SE collapses. Result? A perfect mask of calm over a trembling core. One night, Sarah's younger brother says, "You always fix things, but we never know what you feel." She wants to answer and can't. That's the turning point, when the keeper of fractures finally hears the crack. If you've lived that moment, pause the video and type, "I've diluted myself." Naming it out loud breaks the illusion of balance. When you finally realize that keeping the peace has been breaking you, the question becomes simple. How do you come back to yourself without breaking everything else? It starts small. Begin by saying one true thing a day, not to provoke, not to defend, just to exist. A quiet, "Actually, I see it differently." That's TI, the voice that puts words back where silence lived. Then breathe. Before you step into someone else's storm, notice your own body. Feel your feet, the weight of your hands, the air leaving your lungs. That's SE, the reminder that you have a center. And when FE wants to fix everyone, pause. You're not responsible for their balance, only for your honesty. Try this line. I understand how you feel, and here's what's real for me. It sounds small, but it resets the whole system. Finally, let NI, your intuition, look forward again, but gently. Not to predict who'll get hurt, but to imagine what could grow if you stopped walking on eggshells. Insight is meant to open possibilities, not to close your mouth. This is how the INFJ begins to heal. One breath, one truth, one boundary at a time. Real harmony isn't silence. It's the space where inner clarity meets outer presence. INFJs don't need quiet to hide. They need it to hear themselves. The goal was never to disappear. It was to become visible, without noise. Better a quiet truth than a loud performance. And you? Is silence your escape or your way of being fully present? Drop your thoughts in the comments and save this for when you need to remember who you are. Next episode, INFJ, the keeper of the veil, when silence becomes strength instead of escape. And if this spoke to something you've been carrying quietly, thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're building yourself back, gently, honestly, piece by piece. This space is for people like you. Thank you for watching, and most of all, for feeling deeply.